Greetings and thank you for joining the weekly meditation of Calgary Mindfulness, where every Sunday morning we meditate for 15 minutes on a different topic, often suggested by our practicing community. If you would like to join these meditations live, or if you would like to attend in-person meditations around the Calgary area during the summer months, please email CalgaryMindfulness@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this practice and wishing you a wonderful week. So let's begin by getting into our mindful body and looking for a posture that is strong and straight. And if you're feeling some Christmas anxiety, we'll go through a couple of practices that can really help get Christmas anxiety under control, the sense of busyness. So when we feel a sense of unease or kind of panic arising, these are certain techniques we can try. And so the first one we'll try right now is to notice 3 things that we physically feel. And in our guided meditation, we normally take a scan up the body. And just noticing how your feet feel touching the floor or mat. And let's take a moment to rub the palms of our hands down the fronts of our legs. And just noticing how your pajamas or sweatpants or whatever you're wearing, what it feels like, maybe bare skin. What's it feel like on the palm of your hand? Stopping to notice the present moment. And then the third thing we'll do is put our hands on our bellies and notice the rise and fall of the belly as we breathe. Next, let's open our listening ears and listen for 3 sounds that are happening right now. Let's begin by a sound from within the body. Perhaps it's the sound of inhalation and exhalation. Let's take a big breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. Now let's listen for a sound outside our practice room, outside of our bodies within our practice room. Perhaps it's the furnace or dogs, squeaky toys. Maybe you hear other people in your houses. And finally, let's extend our listening ears out even further. Let's listen for sounds outside of our practice room. Perhaps you're able to hear sounds from the street. For us up north, not so much at this time of year because windows are likely to be closed. And at this time of day, it's cold and silent. But everything feels still as we stop to nest and rest, and time kind of comes to a standstill for the solstice. We've got this past week and the next coming week, we have our shortest days. In fact, the days don't start getting longer until the 31st. So it's a wonderful time to slow down, to look and feel within, and to give ourselves permission to slow down. The earth is doing it. Why not us? I think for us today, the sun rises here in Calgary at 8:37 and sets at 4:32. So if you're able to get out and enjoy those moments with a few mindful breaths, that is always very healing for the body and really helps us slow down. connecting to a sense of the world outside ourselves, joining the rhythm of the world outside ourselves. And finally, opening our eyes, let's find 3 things we can focus our attention on. Maybe it's a piece of carpet, a picture, a person, a dog, and just observe the physical qualities. Observe the color, observe the texture. Observe something that we normally see that we take for granted. And as we can continue our observation and our chronicle, noticing any sense of ease, of slowing down, of the busyness of our thoughts, moving from past to future. Notice how we are able to let all of the worrying about past and future go just for those few minutes where we really zero in on a present moment experience. That's the power of focusing on the senses. Let's continue our mindfulness of sight practice by finding 2 more objects or things or loved ones we can focus on. Over here, these giant doggies have settled down, but I'm looking at their big fuzzy noses, or shiny noses and fuzzy heads. One of these doggies is developing spots on her forelegs. I hadn't noticed that before, brown spots. I'm just enjoying the stillness and quiet of our bodies and minds right now. We took a few minutes to slow down our thinking. Let's go ahead and call to mind our loved ones with whom we'd like to share love and kindness today. Maybe it's kids, parents, friends, all of those close to us as we get ready for the holiday season. And you can say quietly or aloud, may you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be fulfilled. May your choices align with the highest and best that I see you as. May you feel respected. May you know creativity and the ease of expressing it. May you be able to easily give and receive love, forgiveness, assistance. May you feel worthy of love, worthy of forgiveness, worthy of help, worthy of my generosity. May you receive my generosity and all the generosity of others around you with an open, loving heart. And let's continue to take deep breaths as we sit and bask in the appreciation of loving kindness, noticing how wonderful it feels to wish and intend the highest and best for our loved ones without needing to control their behavior, their actions, without needing to fix anything. We acknowledge, I see the highest and best in you. And may you live according to this wisdom. Just noticing how delicious that feels all over the body, how the heart expands. For me, the little bit of headache I had before starting this practice has gone away. I just feel this opening in my mind as I let go of worry for my children, and see them as highest and best. Now let's call to mind a relationship where we have some friction, a relationship where we feel it could benefit from this generous perspective of letting go of the need to control another's behavior, of manifesting in another's reality. Maybe we have friction with family, friends, colleagues. Let's call to mind any relationship where we would enjoy being more generous in our perspective. And we say to this person, may you be healthy. May you be happy. May you know creativity, respect, agency, freedom, wisdom. May you be able to release fear and shame. May you easily give and receive love, forgiveness, ease, assistance. May you feel at ease and safe in this world. As we continue to offer our loving kindness to a relationship which could benefit from this generosity, notice the effect on our own minds and bodies. Any sense of expansiveness, of ease, of peacefulness, of basking in the wisdom of taking the high road. The ease of letting go of the need to control and fix. The sense of ease that trust brings. Just the expansiveness of trusting and letting go. And let's continue a few more deep breaths into this sense of easy sharing, easy giving, easy receiving, knowing that we are worthy to give and receive, and our loved ones also. And for homework, taking up this practice over the week to help us prepare for the busy holiday season, using any of the mindfulness practices that we walked through today. Three things we feel, three things we hear, three things we see, to bring us right back into the present moment. And then giving and receiving loving kindness from our loved ones, and also from a relationship where there's any friction. Thank you for meeting with me today. I wish you a wonderful Christmas and holiday season. All the best to you and your families. I believe we can meet again next week unless I'm out of town. So if that's the case, I'll send out a group email. As always, I look forward to receiving your communications, what you would like to cover in our practice, how you're feeling, how it's affecting your families. And again, wishing you all a wonderful week. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. Bye-bye.